like to call the Sparks Planning Commission for November 3rd to order. First item of business would be roll call.
Roll call, Commissioner Lee.
Here.
Commissioner Bolt.
Here.
Commissioner Peterson.
Here.
Commissioner Barnes.
Here.
Commissioner Nowicki.
Here.
Commissioner Sanders. Here. Commissioner Sperber.
Here.
Assistant City Attorney Doug Thornley.
Here.
City Planner Armando Ornella.
Here. Next, we have public comment. Anybody on the audience wishes to speak on any item, either on or off the agenda, please come up. Seeing none, we have approval of the agenda.
Move to approve as submitted. Second.
We have a motion approved in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have approval of minutes for October 6, 2011.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion to approve in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
I'd like to abstain.
One abstention, Commissioner Rivera. Next, we have announcement and committee reports. Armando? We have none, Chairman. Thank you. Informational items? We have none. Thank you. Next, we have public hearing items. First one on the agenda is PCN 11027, Northern Nevada Juniors Volleyball Camp. Karen Melby.
Good evening, members of the Planning Commission. I'm Karen Melby, Senior Planner. On October 6th, you reviewed this special use permit, and you have continued it to tonight's meeting. As a brief recap, this is a special use permit request for Northern Nevada Volleyball Group to allow for recreational use in an industrial zoning district at 3.9 acres located at 1575 Linda. It's this building in there going to occupy the northern third of that building. At the October Planning Commission, staff was recommending restricting the occupancy of the building to address the parking shortage on site. But the issue at hand is really not the occupancy of the building, but actually the shortage of the parking spaces. So after several meetings with the applicant, staff is recommending tonight that we restrict that they cannot occupy more than 40 parking spaces during daylight hours. Since there are a wide type range of types of recreational uses, staff is also recommending that the special use permit only be restricted to this specific business and not be allowed to be transferred if they should vacate the property to another recreational facility because of the potential impacts on parking in the existing businesses. So conditions 1 and 2 address this restriction. Condition 3 addresses the restriction on the parking to 40 spaces during the day. In order to make sure that the police and fire departments are notified of any tournaments or special events, staff has added Condition 4, which requires the applicant to obtain a temporary use permit, which would, at that time when they come in for the temporary use permit, they will have to show how they are going to provide enough parking for the special event or tournament. Condition 5 was added to address the code requirement that states if there's a rail access, the use cannot be used as commercial use, which is what recreational facilities are. The property owner has indicated that the rail spur has been just decommissioned. However, staff is working with Union Pacific to verify that this rail spur has been abandoned. So we've added Condition 5. Based on the findings S1 through S6, staff is recommending approval with the 8 conditions. This concludes my presentation, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Karen. Any questions for Karen? Seeing none, this is a public hearing, an open public hearing. Anybody in the audience wish to come speak on this agenda item? Seeing none, close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission.
Commissioner Lee?
Commissioner Jackie.
Are you prepared for a motion?
I am.
I move to approve the special use permit associated with PCN 11027, adopting findings S1 through S6 and the facts supporting these findings as set forth in the staff report, subject to conditions of approval 1 through 8 as listed in the staff report.
Second.
We have a motion approved from Commissioner Peterson and a second from Commissioner Sanders. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Karen.
Good luck to you.
Next, we have PCN 11030, Sparks Marina RV Park, Jim Rundell. Sir. As the mayor calls you, Mr. Yarrington.
Mr. Yearning.
The Flash, Yarrington Flash.
Or the millionaire.
This is Jim Rundle, Senior Planner, here to present a request to allow a handbook amendment for tentative approval on a handbook. Staff is going to request that the item be continued to the December 1st Planning Commission meeting. The applicant brought something forward to us that we weren't quite on the same page with, and we'd like to have the time to work that out with the applicant. It will still stay on the same timeline as it would have to the City Council, but we're asking that you continue it to the next Planning Commission meeting.
And that was at December 1st,
Yes.
Jim? Okay, we probably need a motion for continuation.
Yes, sir.
Is this a public hearing?
Yeah,
we have, you're right. This is a public hearing, I'm going to open the public hearing. Anybody in the audience wish to come speak on this item? Seeing none, we're going to close public hearing, bring it back to the commission.
Yeah, can I ask a question? Then I guess we don't want to ask any questions on this subject at this point?
I don't see any reason for it, it's going to be continued.
Okay.
You can if you want, but we're not going to, I hope that we don't make.
Exactly.
Can answer.
Well, then I'm not going to ask.
Well, I would answer. It may help us for preparation into the next staff report.
I'm just having trouble, and then on paragraph, or page 48, and we're talking about the landscaping, which is really the whole thing. What is it, what are we attempting to change there on the thing, from the 15-foot to the 30-foot, and what's happening on the configuration here? Because this seems the majority of it, except for the signage on that subject.
Yes. So there's a standard in there that some of the Planning Commission may remember from when the Marina Car Wash was constructed that requires a certain portion of that site to have buildings front the street. The applicant is asking for a option of fronting the street because this parcel would essentially, in staff's opinion, have to front the street to comply, or this new construction would have to front the street to make compliance with that standard, since the car wash did not. So the applicant is asking for either do that or install 30-foot wide landscaping as opposed to fronting the construction onto the street. So essentially they're asking for a design standard alternative.
Okay. That's what I was looking for.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it did.
He's good, isn't he?
He is. I'm proud of him.
Okay, we need a motion.
Chairman Lee?
Yes.
Just in terms of the motion, I think we're still trying to determine whether we would have the Planning Commission meeting on December 1st or December 15th, but we do intend to have a Planning Commission meeting in December, so if the motion could not include any specific date in December.
I'll be happy.
That would be
Okay, go ahead.
I move to continue this item until the December meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to continue to the December meeting in a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion approves. Thank you, Jim. Next, we have general business, public comment. Anybody in the audience wish to come speak on an item either on or off the agenda? Please step up.
They're leaving.
I know. Comments from the commissioners.
I have a question.
Jackie?
So, Jim, we should hold on to these pretty little binders, right? Nothing will change in this? Oh, sorry. I forget you can't stream across the room.
I would suggest that you hold on to them. If the standard changes, I'll probably just forward one page of changes to you all, and you can, with some instructions, take out this page, insert this page. But yes, please just hang on to those handbooks. And we will construct a new staff report so you can get rid of the staff report. We will forward a new staff report.
Jim, since we've destroyed our chairman's ability to set a new record for short meetings already, I'll have a question. Is Prater considered to be a part of the TOD that we're dealing with here?
Yes, Prater Way is considered one of the two major transit corridors of the Sparks TOD. Essentially, the Prater 4th Street corridor is one of the major corridors in the regional plan outside of the Virginia Street corridor. So Virginia Street and 4th and Prater are the two major corridors. The remainder of the corridor essentially splits down by El Rancho and follows Victorian, and Victorian around Nichols along Lincoln. That's the other corridor for Sparks.
And down to Vista?
Vista is not one of the major main corridors for, as designated in the Sparks TOD master plan.
I thought that was one of the potential issues that you were worried about with the Now Foods, was the TOD regulations there on Vista.
Well, the major transit corridor is Prater,
Okay.
but the parcel that was along Vista was within the TOD zoning designation.
Okay.
And it did have certain standards
Right.
that they requested the variance for to get outside of the TOD.
Thanks.
Any other questions for Jim? Seeing none, we're adjourned.